Apnea, a Greek derived term where A means not and pnea means breathing. This occurs when someone is not breathing or breathless. Around the world, 4 to 16% of babies are preterm babies, and in that number, the babies born within 33 to 35 weeks have 50% of chance of developing apnea. If this apnea goes untreated, this can be a life-threatening for the baby, or if the baby grows up to be an adult, it can cause vital organ failures and more complications in the future.
There are several ways to monitor apnea, such as apnea event recorders, video monitors, traditional neonatal monitors commonly found in hospitals, or even pulse oximeters. However, all these devices detect features like the breathing patterns, heart rate, changes in blood oxygen saturation. In most preterm babies, by the time these traditional devices detect apnea, the apnea event has already happened. To understand this, let's get into the detail of the EDI signal.
An EDI signal is an electrical diaphragm activity which is detected using an electrode called EDI catheter. Your brain sends out a signal to your diaphragm which makes the diaphragm expand and contract thoroughly, helping you breathe. To understand this better, let's have a look into the EDI graph. Here, the peaks of the graph represents a full expansion of your diaphragm and the minimas represent a contraction of your diaphragms, which concludes a whole cycle of inhalation and exhalation. In case of an apnea in babies, as you can see, the baby is breathing normally, and there is a sudden stop in their breathing for a quite amount of time. And after a while, the baby starts to breathe again. The problem is that this detection is quite hard to make in real time and is very dangerous for all the vital organs for the baby.
The dataset we've obtained has been gathered from prematurely born infants who were hospitalized. It primarily consists of three key categories: EDI, ECG, and SpO2 data. During the preprocessing phase, we plan to implement outlier removal, denoising, and augmentation techniques to make the data prepared for the pipelines. In the modeling phase, we may choose to individually assess the EDI, ECG, and SpO2 data using suitable models to obtain inferences along with corresponding explanations. We will be focusing on the explanation to clarify our generated prediction.